extremely happy to welcome all of you into the 25th National Webinar Series on the Head Nod Food Safety for Children. This webinar is jointly organized by coordinators from state of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. I welcome all of our national and state leaders. Today's webinar is in association with Luke Memorial Public School, Perumbavoor. The chief guest for today's webinar is Honorable District Development Commissioner Dr. Ashwati Srinivas IAS. We extend our gratitude to our respected chief guest for releasing the brochure. Now I would like to invite our Honorable Resource Person, Dr. Anshu Kuriakos from Chaitanya Hospital. Today's webinar is on the topic Healthy Food Habits for Good Eye Health. Now I would like to invite Luke Memorial Public School principal, teachers, parents and all students. Now I would like to invite Godson Georgie for the prayer song from Luke Memorial Public School. Over to you, Godson Georgie, for the prayer song.
When I am down and all my soul so weary, and troubles come and my heart burned be. When I am still and wait here in the silence, so I can stand on mountains. You raised me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raised me up to walk on stormy seas. Thank you.
Thank you, Godson Georgie, for the prayer song. Now I would like to invite Dr. M.K. Abdul Sattar for the special remark. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Ms. Tirtha. Tirtha Vivek, OFSSA National Logo and Webinar Child Moderator, dear Godson Joji, and Chief Guest of the Day for the message, Dr. Ashwati Srinivas IAS, respected District Development Commissioner of Ernakulam, and webinar session is handling by Dr. Anju Kuriakos, Medical Retina and EVD Specialist, Western and Chaitanya Eye Hospital, Cochin, and other most respected dignitaries. And the National Chief of a Program, Chief Program Coordinator, Madam Dr. Soumya, and 7th class grade student who proposed the vote of thanks, Miss Nora Mariam, and all the respected parents and my beloved students. Good evening, and all. I am sure this is a national seminar series, one of the series. It is the 25th seminar webinar. And I remember last around 1 month continuously doing the follow-up by Madam Soumya, the National Program Coordinator, for arranging such a type of a wonderful program for our students as well as parents. The safety food safety is actually a need of the era. And every day in the newspaper channels, we read and see the news related to the unhealthy food and bad food habits. Actually, there is no bad food, only the bad food habit. And most of the illness comes due to the bad habits of food. And there are a big role for teachers, parents, means schools and home for the overall development of the child, not only in the mental and physically, both mentally and physically. Sure, everyone, their lifestyle, their view, everything depends on their food. As the Plato said, you are what you eat. Sure, we are the byproduct of our food, what we eat. And unfortunately, Kerala is one of the leading states which is facing the issues of PSC, pressure, sugar, and cholesterol. This is actually because of the reason of the bad food habits. Everyone should know the sustainable developmental style and the food style. Where we will start? At the age of 35, 40, if someone is controlling the food, advising to control the food, don't eat sugar, content food, or don't eat this and that. It will be very difficult to be away from those food. But if you start from the school age for the children, it will be a practice for their life forever, and they will know the real habit of food, how to follow in their life. Here we do have many doctors, and they are ready to come to our school, either offline or online, to interact with the students and parents. It is one of the starting of the programs of this type of series, and we will continue later if the parents needed or require this type of interactions. Sure, the students are available in our school, and we will do the needful. Unfortunately, I need to remind to all the parents. Yesterday we do have sports,
Thank you,
and we
sir.
decided to give the
Your valuable message.
food, healthy food to the students.
Your
Usually,
valuable message and all.
the
Thank you,
parents
because
say
of
that the students will not be happy to eat the food of vegetables or the normal food. They need chicken or such type of food. But this is not actually always not right. Yesterday, I see it actually. I was with students. Many students, almost all the students, they were getting the food 2 times, 3 times from the canteen. It was actually the normal Kerala food with the vegetables and all. So the food habit we need to start from their birth onwards, and there come to the school. There also we need to give the proper guidance for our students. And this is an platform for the interaction of the parents and teachers to the experts in the field. I really congratulate this officer for arranging or providing such a type of educational programs to all the parents and the students. Once we conduct those programs in the online platform, the parents and the students, they have the opportunity to be the part of the program what we conduct in the national level or state level in the school level programs. Sure, the effort of OPSI is great, and every day in the newspaper gives the different very painful news like the cancer, sugar, pressure, and many other diseases. Most of these the bad of the foods are not taking much of the time. Congratulate sir for selecting our school, Luke School, for the associate with you. And I really extend and congrats members of this of providing this type of wonderful program for our students. Unfortunately, maybe the issues the participants are we were expecting more 100 and starting program. Gradually, the parents also join in the updating their knowledge and come to the next level. Therefore, look for the parents, teachers, management, and everyone. I extend my sincere thanks and I congratulate you. And you are putting first rather than the money and all. Wishing you all the best. Thank you. Bye. Yes, Miss Tirtha, are you there? Can
Valuable message.
you are welcome. You are welcome, Miss Tirtha.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir, for all the support you extended for Roxa and all your encouraging words.
Thank you,
Thank you
sir.
for.
You're welcome, ma'am. You're welcome. Always with you.
There is a slight change as our chief guest is rightly attending an official meeting. We are expecting her to join after some time. So without delay, we are moving to the
Formal
formal session of Dr. Anju Kuriakos. A
right
right vision needs
good
good
eye
eye health.
to
To
enrich
enrich our knowledge for better eye health with
good
good food
habits.
habits,
We
we
have
have a right person as our resource person,
Dr.
Dr. Anju Kuriakos from Chaitanya Eye Hospital.
Dr.
Dr. Anju is a medical
Retina
retina specialist.
Doctor
Doctor has done many presentations in various state, national, and international conferences.
in
In
2000
2021, she has awarded with International Hero Award,
and
and
also
also she gained multiple awards in various contributions.
she
She
has
has several publications in many indexed journals too.
so
So today we are
we
fortunate to have such a person as our resource person. It
is my
is my pleasure to invite Dr. Anju Kriakos for the session on
healthy
healthy food habit for
food
good eye health.
over
Over to you, doctor.
Thank you, Dr. Soumya. Am I audible?
yes
Yes,
doctor
doctor, you are audible.
yes
Yes,
doctor
doctor, it is visible now.
I will be discussing my topic in three different subdivisions. So, first is vitamins, next is minerals, and fatty acids. So, first of all, I'll be going into the vitamins. As we all know, as seventh grade kids, we know about fat soluble and water soluble vitamins, of which I will be discussing about the vitamins which are most essential for our eye health, which includes vitamin A, C, D, and E. I will be going in detail about each and every vitamin. What is that vitamin? How it is? What are the food sources of that vitamin? Next will be what are the eye disorders associated with that vitamin deficiency, and what is the management for it? In a word that a seventh standard child can understand. Okay. So first is vitamin A, which is called as retinal, which produces the pigments in the retina of the eye, that is back of our eye. It is a vital nutrient for the photoreceptors in our eye, which will determine the visual quality in low light conditions. So what are the food sources of vitamin A? So mainly it is colored fruits and vegetables, which includes common vegetables like carrots, green leafy vegetables, broccolis, papayas, mangoes, or every such thing, colored vegetable. So next is what is the disorders, ophthalmic disorders, eye disorders associated with vitamin A deficiency. First and foremost symptom will be night blindness. Next will be xerophthalmia, that is dryness of the eye. Next will be bitot spot, which is seen as a patch on the white part of your eye. Next will be keratomalacia, which is a severe form of the vitamin A deficiency, which will affect the black part of your eye, that is cornea. So we have understood what is vitamin A, sources, and disorders associated. So how do we manage this? So first one will be vitamin A supplementation. So vitamin A supplementation is critical and for an immediate intervention. It can be as administered either orally or through injectable forms. So, for whom do we give this? It is a particularly vital in high risk populations, that's pregnant women, young children, and individuals in areas in which high prevalence of vitamin A deficiency. So, this approach has been instrumental in preventing blindness and reducing the impact of vitamin A deficiency related ocular conditions. So first we have supplemented with them with vitamin A. Next is long-term strategies, which includes dietary interventions, which is promoting a diet that is naturally rich in vitamin A sources, such as foods such as green leafy vegetables, carrots, sweet potatoes, liver are excellent dietary sources. Next will be public health programs, which includes distributing vitamin A supplements at-risk population, conducting mass supplementation campaigns, and integrating vitamin A supplementation with our routine childhood immunization programs. So with that, we have come to a conclusion of vitamin A deficiencies. So next we'll be going to vitamin C. So vitamin C is more well-known nutrient which is commonly seen in our eye, which is a key antioxidant in preventing age-related cataracts. Your body cannot produce this nutrient on its own, but it is easily available in the fruits in our kitchen. So fruits commonly with high in vitamins are oranges, lemons, blackberries, strawberries, kiwis. So what are the diseases associated with this eye disease associated with this vitamin C deficiency? Most common is dry eye. We very commonly see this dry eye, which is seen in 90% of our households. Next is cataract, which is seen commonly in our old age population. Next is bleeding from the back of your eye, and reduced in antioxidant production, that is age related macular degeneration, that is bleeding from the blind spot of your eye. So next is management of with vitamin C comes supplementation. Supplements similarly can be administered orally or intravenously, that too through your veins, depending on the severity of the deficiency. So next one will be dietary interventions, that is encouraging the consumption of commonly available food, that is citrus, oranges, grapes, berries, green leafy vegetables, and dietary modifications are particularly valuable in individuals at risk of a deficiency or mild deficiencies, as they can help to maintain an adequate vitamin C levels. So next will be our lifestyle changes. This smoking and excessive alcohol consumption, smoking in particular, can significantly increase the metabolic demand of vitamin C, which will so the body will be in need of more vitamin C, which will at last lead to deficiencies. So we should encourage them to stop smoking and alcohol consumption. Next is public health programs. So eye conditions resulting from vitamin D C deficiency need an ophthalmic checkup. So regular eye doctor visit is needed. So next we will move about to vitamin D deficiency. Vitamin D deficiency is very common in our society. So mainly because the main vitamin D has to be gotten from sun exposure, which promotes the synthesis in our skin, and it is also the more common source are also dairy and fish. So what are the eyes manifestations in vitamin D deficiency? First one is dry eyes. Next is swelling of the eyes, which is also seen with vitamin D deficiency, and autoimmune diseases. What is this autoimmune diseases? Our immunity fights against our natural immunity. Next is age-related macular degenerations, which is bleeding from the blind spot of our eye. So next is how do we manage this? So vitamin D supplementation. Healthcare providers often prescribe this vitamin D supplementation in case of vitamin D deficiency. These supplements can be administered orally, that is 60,000 international units. So next one is dietary interventions. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, fortified dairy products, egg yolks are valuable dietary resources of vitamin D, and encouraging individuals to incorporate this food to their diet can help them maintain their adequate vitamin D levels. Next most important thing is lifestyle changes, that is encouraging safe and adequate sunlight exposure is a natural and effective way to boost vitamin D levels in low risk individuals. So we need to emphasize the need for responsible sun exposure also to minimize the risk of skin damage and skin cancer. Recommendation for safe sun exposure mainly include spending time outdoors during non-peak UV hours, wearing a sunscreen, and ensuring enough skin is exposed to the sunlight. So how do we manage this vitamin D deficiency? If there is any specific eye condition, treatment is by the ophthalmologist. Ophthalmologists play a crucial role in diagnosing and managing this eye conditions. So with this, we will be coming to the last vitamin, that is vitamin E. It is a group of compound called tocopherol or tocotrienols. So food sources include mainly nuts and seeds. with almonds and avocados. So what are the vitamin E deficiency in eye diseases are not very commonly seen. If it is seen, it can be seen as a nystagmus, muscle weakness, or decrease in vision. So I'm not going into detail of this. So similarly, vitamin E supplementation, which can be administered orally. And next one is dietary changes, which has to, we have to include nuts and seeds, which is a valuable source of vitamin E in our daily dietary resources. Encouraging individuals to incorporate these foods into their diet is essential to maintain the adequate levels. Next is treatment. There can be decrease in vision associated with vitamin E deficiency. So vision therapy with corrective glasses or other appropriate intervention to address a specific visual impairment by an ophthalmologist. So now that we have come to the conclusion of vitamins, which included A, C, D, and E, now we'll be moving on to the next one, which is minerals. So most commonly we see, what do we see to say to our patients are, you have to eat. When the anxious parent asks, what can he include in his diet to get his vision quality better? So we always say to include colored fruits and vegetables. So that is rich in carotenoids. These pigment compounds give many fruits and vegetables their distinct colors. Two carotenoids in particular are important to the eyes, that is lutein and zeaxanthin. So these are the common resources which had carotenoids, which includes colored fruits and vegetables. So next is flavonoids. These are commonly seen in variety of plants, which improve the quality of retinal cells, that neurons that connect to retina, that back of the eye, to the section of your brain. The flavonoids in hot tea reduces the risk of developing glaucoma, which is pressure in your eye. So food sources for flavonoids include dark chocolate, red wine, berries, citrus, and teas. So next mineral is selenium. Is an important mineral that acts as a preventive antioxidant for several eye conditions, include age-related macular degeneration and cataracts. Selenium is found in various food, but the level can vary widely because this mineral is not evenly distributed in the soil. So these are the common food sources where selenium is available. So next one is zinc. Is an essential trace element of ocular health. It is vital in maintaining the retina health and the light sensitive tissue at the back of your eye. Adequate zinc levels are necessary for producing the visual pigments and transmitting the visual signal, which transmits the visual signals to your brain. These are the common sources with zinc. So now that we have completed vitamins and minerals, we will be moving on to fatty acids. So what are these fatty acids? Fatty acids are compounds created by our own body when we digest fat, and they support a range of functions in our eye. Two commonly available and very important fatty acids for our eyes are omega-3 fatty acid and gamma linoleic acid. Gamma linoleic acid is nothing but omega-6 fatty acid. The omega-3 fatty acids are important for maintaining eye health. They contribute to the structure of cell membranes in the eye and support visual function. Omega-3s have an anti-inflammatory properties, which helps to alleviate the symptoms of dry eye syndrome and reduce the risk of developing age-related macular degeneration. These are the food which is rich in omega-3 fatty acids. As we all know, fish and seeds are the most important sources. Next is gamma linoleic acid, which is nothing but the omega-6 fatty acid that plays a crucial role in maintaining a healthy vision. Similarly, it also provides anti-inflammatory properties which alleviates the symptoms of dry eyes and reduce the risk of developing eye conditions such as diabetic retinopathy and cataracts. These are the sources of gamma linoleic acid, which includes primrose oil, borage oil, blackcurrant seed oil, etc. Now that we have learned about what are the things we need to have inside in our food, which includes vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids. So how do we incorporate these strategies to improve our eye health? First of all, we have to have a balanced diet. Next is nutrient rich food, which should include right amount of carbohydrates, protein, fat, and minerals. So whatever we have to have it in moderation. And next one is in adequate sun exposure with regular examination with your eye specialist, and drink adequate amount of water, that is 3 to 4 liters of water in a day. So we have learned what do we do at home by following a balanced diet and all such things. So what do we do to enforce this in our public place? So we have to conduct public health campaigns and education initiatives. Sorry, such as nutrition awareness programs. We can conduct nutrition awareness month. Next, the school programs. Excuse me. School program. When I was doing a study regarding this, I found it interesting. There is a month called School Lunchbox Month, where a teacher will be looking into a balanced diet of the child, where when she brings her lunchbox to the school. I found that very interesting when I was doing this presentation. So next one is a community-based workup, where you can, as a resource person, can preach about it in the community and give knowledge about it. And next is targeted initiatives, which can be, for an example, including vitamin A supplementation with the immunization program. And next is collaboration with like NGO like OPSA, to give your resource and or your knowledge about nutrition to the general public. So this is my talk about nutrition. Thank you.
One request regarding that. What are the things that children should take care of the eye health regarding the food habit and all? Up to the students level, can you explain in 2 to 3 minutes?
Yeah, sure. So first of all, as students, first thing will be few things we have to consider in our thing. First thing is, one second. First thing will be have a balanced diet, having food on time with a right amount of carbohydrate, protein, and fiber. Next thing is reduce your screen time. Screen time should be limited to maximum of 30 minutes a day.